I don't know what day it is. This should be part 3 of my cross-country trip of my 1956 Buick Special. Well, technically it's a vertical trip. I'm 550 miles in to a 1,200 mile trip from Texas to Minnesota, and I've just got issues. So the winds decided to blow at 93 knots today. In fact, I think that was a Honda Civic that just blowed through the parking lot there. So I'm kind of just hiding out in here right now. We've got an overheating issue. I've got a wheel bearing to check, and there's some really loud clunking banging that's coming out from the floor here. I really don't like to do it in old cars, but I finally gave in last night. About the last 30 minutes, I threw some headphones in and had the Wayland just on 11. And of course, right when I hit the exit and took it off, it sounded like a horror movie in here. I mean, it was not good. So I think I'll just set you guys up out there. I'm going to start with the thermostat, then probably get the front end up. Look at that wheel. What is, are we on a tornado? Yeah, I think it's coming in. And I don't know what to do about this clunking. I have a really bad fear that it's the torque ball or the torque tube, because it feels like it's transmission humpish under the rumpish area. That's not good. But the good news is we only have 650 miles left. Okay, I'm about to tip over. Still so windy out there. A guy didn't get a lot. You wouldn't be able to hear anything other than. Anyway, change the thermostat. That's going to do nothing. There was already a 160 in it, so I wasted the $5 and put the other 160 in it. So the heating issue, I don't know what that is right now. It's not going to go away. I did jack the front end up too. The wheels turn fine. They don't have any like shake or wobble. I don't hear any grinding. And if you remember, I can't remember if it was part 1 or part 2, but I basically said when the car was on a lift, as long as nothing happens to the torque ball or the torque tube, then we're okay. Well, my fear is growing by the second that there's something just not right in this region. So let's just go ease it around a little bit and see if it's still making that noise. Yeah, probably. And then I gotta figure out what to do. I'm 650 miles from home. It could be farther, I guess, right? Not good, fellers. Not good at all. It is 1,000% directly correlated with the old go faster pedal. Oh, yeah. So that is going to shut us down. So let me quickly find a bar and grill. At least the guy could get some dinner and some cold snacks while I figure it out. This wind is just violent. Charlie's Chicken! Old Chicago. I don't know. Looks pretty new to me. Looks brand new, in fact. Well, now that a guy's had a couple I could think more crooked. You know, I could push this thing. I really could. But you just, like I said before, you ain't finding parts for these. You can get them, but you're going to wait for them. I mean, it's going to take a while. But the torque ball and torque tube, I mean, you basically got to be on a lift, and it's a lot of work, and you basically got to buy a whole nother parts car, and it's just not feasible. So what a feller should probably do is just rent a U-Haul truck and trailer, load this thing up and just scoot home. So I did the right thing and bought the most clapped out pickup I could find on Facebook, and I already paid for it. So we're gonna go see what that looks like in person, hook our peepers on it, and we're gonna use that to pull this home. That seems fine to me. Great plan. Oh, it's getting worse by the minute. I got 8.5 miles to go look at this truck. I hope that's gonna make it, because I'm leaving this car there, grabbing the truck to go get a trailer, and then coming back to get the car. That's the plan anyway. So what you want in a pulling rig is, you know, a 3/4 ton. You gotta have that suspension. And then, I'm sorry fellers, but there's no replacement for displacement. You gotta have some cubes up under the hood. So I did the right thing and bought one of the smallest engines that this company makes, and it's also just a 1/2 ton. That seems, I mean, you know, it's fine. That is the biggest Office Depot I have ever seen. Why is that necessary? How many chairs you got? Goes from 74 mile/hour winds to 106. Well, I mean, guys, just, you gotta work within your budget, you know. And I'm not quite sure how I found a truck from the TV show Fall Guy, but I did. And it's right here, I'm looking at it. And apparently I own this thing now. And it's a going to town rig. It's a 1987 Chevrolet 1/2 ton. She's a 4W4 or 4X4 if you're a Ford guy. Has matching wheels, and I don't think the tires are even the same. A little bit of rust here and there, about 97 different dents. You know, but there's some things that really brought me into this truck, like the antenna. That's nice. It's got some sort of weird Walmart air horns. Them are cool. Look at this toolbox though. Surely this is going to come in handy. I already got some stuff in here. And guy threw in the dog leash. This brought me down to my knees. Some sort of homemade headache rack with way too many lights. I don't know why. What do you do? What's that for? What are you going to do with that? And then in here, look at the seat cover with the pockets. It's not the cheap one that just folds under. We got some boom booms back here. And that matches the Jackie Chan radio. See down there, and there's some cords hanging out it. Don't know what they do. Sun Pro tack. That brings up the value about $1.50. And then you subtract about $9 for the wiring that's hacked out of it. So I mean, everything it's good in here, you know. Some sort of, I think this is just yeah, see, that's some nice overlays. I got some glasses tucked in there. Oh, look at this. That's a hunting knife if I ever seen one. That was free, so that's good. Let's get under the hood. Hope you're sitting down. You probably are. Oh yeah, I mean, small block Chevy, lid flip on her, so that's 9.2 horsepower. This is hot. You don't want to touch that. Approved. That seems normal. This one only has a couple wires hanging off of the battery that are additional, so that seems fine. New looking radiator with some bent up things and zip ties. That'll hang in there. Nope, that's gonna go quickly. Oh, that's about to pop in about 2 seconds actually. So I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. No fan shroud, so this is probably just gonna overheat in 15-20 minutes. Oh, it already is. This is bubbling and overflowing. That's fine. What else we got in here? Nothing worth looking at, I guess. I didn't buy it because of this, although the reliability is there. The big reason here, fellers, because you're probably scratching your head. We've got the SM465, and behind that, sitting at the dinner table, is a new processor NP205 transfer case underneath there. And if I just drive this like a real human being, there really shouldn't be anything that will break on this truck, literally, unless the axles fail, which probably will happen. Other than the severe overheating already issue I have, this is a great purchase. Not bad at all. Got the car already loaded up on the U-Haul tray more. Literally right across this field is a little storage unit. They did this stuff, I guess, so I just basically came here, bought the truck, left the car, got in the truck, went there, got the trailer, came back, loaded it up, and now we're ready to go. Is this bending or is that my eyes? I don't want to look at it. Anyway, it's not squatting too bad. Let's get back and look at it. I mean, for a half-ton, it's hanging in there, and I guarantee you that that car is heavier than this truck. Believe you me. I have no idea if the trailer lights work. I don't even know if the engine works. We're gonna just get in this thing, point it that way. Look at this cat back here. I'm pretty sure that's a D6. Anyway, we're gonna keep heading this way, and we gotta make up some room here. We haven't moved all day. There's one tire. Oh, this guy. Yeah, there's something. Just anyway, I already got everything loaded up on the inside. I do gotta fix the steering wheel quick, I guess. This is one of those Stickalizer 9000 steering wheels, you know, and I don't want to deal with that. So I think I'm gonna slip on one of these. I carry these everywhere I go, by the way. Who doesn't? Wow. Get this on here like that. Get this on. We're gonna put this on. This is gonna go on that. I got a hanging air freshener, and then I think that's all I got to do. Oh, I did do this. Bought a bunch of cans of Berryman, and I already put 2 in the gas tank. She's got a little stumble to her. Let's see if we get her to fire up. You don't need them clutch switches on the old transmission. You just fire them up. Anyway, I'm gonna dump some of this down it. This is a Tibby, you know, the Terminator broccoli injection. So we're gonna treat on it real quick, then we'll hit the highway. Oh yeah, see how clean that looks? That looks fine. Normally those are like a gold plastic color. You don't need that. Here comes that wind again. I'm trying to do some work here. Bring it down. It ain't working. When I woke up this morning, I had 650 miles to home, and now I have 654 miles. That's fine. Well, let's see what this thing does. Thankfully, she's got the granny gear on these 465s, you know. And 14 of you have 15 now have commented, well, is that the 350 or the 305? And thankfully it's the 305, you know, because they're known for pulling power. Nope, not even close. All right. Oh, we got strong left brakes in this pickup. I'm not even going to check the trailer wiring until it's dark, because it's just going to slow me down right now. I'm going to shift at 3,000 for now anyway. I just realized this might actually have a heater, which is an advantage over the Buick. So far it's doing just fine. Wish you had the slider window on it. That way a guy can throw his cold snacks right out the back. It's already hot. Bring this down again. Unless I'm seeing things, they get 2 crops a season down here. I'll be dipped. I immediately regret this decision. I think it might be pinging a little bit, which is weird because Is that a Corvair and an Impala and a Buick? Anyway, what was I saying? 97 Chevy basketball hoop. I was saying something. Oh, pinging. Yeah. So it shouldn't be pinging because this should have the electro-digital ignition on it, I thought. With the Chevy. Maybe not. Should look at it, but I won't. Oh, come on. Is it my turn yet? Can I go? Okay. Northbound tonight, loaded up and pretending the truck. I'm never gonna make it back home. So far it's holding at 190. We've got about 50 pieces of oil. That's good. No idea if it's charging. This gauge doesn't work, that gauge doesn't work. We're gonna hope it does. I think we're just gonna hit the interstate. If I see a parts store, I will stop in and grab an upper rod hose because that thing is, she's about to pop. Whoa, this thing is questionable on corners at best. Anyway, here's hoping. It's already pretty late, sun's going down. I'm just gonna drive until I can't keep my eyes open, I guess. Grabbing some fuel. I don't have any trailer lights. This is all messed up here. So what I'm gonna do is turn the park lights on the Buick. And that way we've at least got something glowing here. I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna keep on heading. Morning. Oh, where am I going? This way. Well, a guy figures, keeps his foot through the firewall, you know. Should be able to ease into the house around supper time. That'd be nice. Truck and trailer are still here. That's equally as nice. And I don't see any flat tires yet. I'll be dipped. Well, let's see what we got going on. I don't see any puddles underneath of it. Nope. This side's sagging a little more than the other side. Maybe, maybe not. But everything's still here. Looks like it might have rained last night, actually. Gonna tighten down the straps on the Buick here. The tail lights did stay on all night. Surprised that battery didn't go dead on me. Oh, I guess this one just, she came all the way off. Who knows when. Once you get them on, you just keep going. Don't stop and check. It's fine. Guy never really knows if he's got everything, you know, until you get home. I'm really bad at leaving stuff at motels. Glad I picked this up. That's when that Buick died, you know, in case we needed to jump late the battery. But the cigarette thing is busted. So this has been charging the old Jeep system and whatnot, so that's been handy. Went to the gas station last night, picked up some Oak Barrel champagne, and I lost it on the way to motel. Opened the passenger door and dang it, wouldn't you know it, So I thought, well, maybe a guy doesn't need that. You know, it's late. So I did the right thing and drove all the way back. I got another one. Makes sense. I'll go over there, pop the hood, and let's check the oil quick, see what we got going on under here. Yes, that's it. Security. Well, the almost about to pop hose is not popped yet. I don't really see anything else blatantly obvious yet. Let's check on the Earl. Look at that. Didn't burn a single drop. Let me tell you something, fellers. I pushed this thing yesterday. We pulled at 70, 75. That 4-speed is just magic. I got 10 miles to the gallon, 0 issues. The only thing that was slowing me down is around 73.4 miles an hour. I got some trailer sway because obviously this is entirely the wrong combination to be pulling. But that's why I picked this truck, was the SM465. The reliability, although gutless, the Tibby, they'll get you where you need to go. It'll ease you right down to the bar, through town, back. They start right up in the winter. You don't have to worry about any of that. This, though, that's, I just noticed the shiny part on the shaft there. Fan clutches. Well, that's about to go through the rad, so I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. And let's just see if this thing fires up this morning. Should be fine. Cuts. Look at that. Ready to go back to work. I don't know how many miles I have today. I don't want to look. I'm gonna throw some Berryman in, get that strap on, and let's just be it. Stopped to get gas. It took me 58 minutes to get the pump running. Height, weight, blood type, where are you coming from, where are you going to, rewards, car wash, want a hot dog, big gulp. I'm here for gas, you know. Anyway, they got non-ethanol here, which is nice. Truck's running fine. Got about 235 miles left is what it's saying, so I think I should be able to make it on this one last tank, hopefully. Tires are hanging in there. Everything seems to be going fine. Should hopefully be the last time I have to stop. And that's okay with me. I'm ready to just not be driving anymore. Well, I made it. 1,200 miles, Texas to Minnesota. The old Buick here, she wasn't quite up for it. Probably could have made it with some parts and a little more patience, but I didn't want to push it. So the clapped out Chevy got tagged in and it pulled 650 miles and did just fine. I think I averaged just right around 9 miles to the gallon total. Had some more hills and stuff here in Iowa and Minnesota, but it did really good overall. Funny enough, I actually already sold this square body, which helps. I was on the phone with my older brother on the way back, and I sent him a couple pictures, and I literally heard him go to a knee over the phone, and he said, yep, check's in the mail, so that's nice. Tomorrow I'm gonna get the Buick into my garage because it's the only place that doesn't have mice, and also has heat. And then I got a couple things that I want to do to that square body for my brother, and I might put that on the channel. I'll leave that up to you guys. And then also let me know if you want to see some more on the Buick here. Maybe just kind of hook a peeper on it appointment and see what's going on with it and everything that's wrong. And we'll get her fixed up though. But thanks guys for watching. That was a lot of fun. Probably one of my longest trips I've done for sure for a car. But I can't tell you how good it feels to have my dad's car back in my possession, back in my family, and back home.